Well, I think resiliency comes from actually learning about resilience, right? You don't just have it, you have to experience it, and it comes through many failures along your life. And it's so many times you're put in these tough situations and we have to kind of like fail. I think fail is fuel. You have to learn how to fight back from that and never really give up. I think that so many people run away from the possibility of failure. In fact, they avoid it like the plague. And yet that's the thing that makes you grow the most. And if you can learn from your failure, you just have to figure out how to do it a little differently or try this or try that. But risk is what it's going to take for you to be really great at anything. I don't care. Nobody that's really accomplished anything has not been a failure. In fact, they have it so many different walks all the way through their life. They've been pushed down. They've been, told this, told that, but they continue to get up. And to me, that's the superpower. It really is important that we almost run to it instead of run away from it. And if you see people all the time that cower from it, and I encourage our athletes all the time, take a risk. In fact, if you hit the back wall and you make a mistake, I don't care, but I need you to try this thing out, because for you to get better, you might have to look a little silly. You might be embarrassed that you think you look stupid. It is not that. It is actually, it's the thing that will kind of propel you forward, and you'll start to get hungrier and hungrier, and you'll try a little bit different, a little bit more maybe, and study it and kind of imagine what that is. I think creativity and how you think is the thing that will unlock it for you. I love this thing called the In Search of Greatness. It's a wonderful documentary, and you have Pele in there, and you have Jerry Rice, and you have Wayne Gretzky, and they talk about the creativity. They were average athletes in their minds. We kind of probably think opposite, but in their mind they thought they were average athletes. And why were they the greatest? They were creative. They continued to try to solve the problem. If they failed, they used that information to figure out what's next. And if you can always look at it that way, and instead of saying I'm less than, to say there's another way. I didn't get it right this time, but I absolutely can do this thing, but I just have to set my mind to it, and I can't run away from it, and I can't get so frustrated that I'm not paying attention to the information being given. We all get frustrated, and then you just block it off, and you're like, oh, I'm just terrible. You're just not using the opportunity to grow the way you can, and I love those things, and I really want to encourage my team always to do that. It's always been the way. Kristen was that athlete. She would get frustrated sometimes, but she continued to outwork people and learn her way of doing it, right? We always have to find a way. So I love it. That's what I love about coaching. We do a thing with Game Changers. It's just for all middle school girls to talk to them about confidence and how they're going to grow. It's the same thing. It's not about being an athlete. It's about being a person that's going to continue to grow and find out that confidence actually doesn't come from being good all the time. It comes from failing and getting back up. You start to learn about what's important. We can't deny the ability to have confidence because I've conquered. That's real confidence. It's not because I ran away and avoided every opportunity to fail. I can tell you you're great. That doesn't make you confident. You actually figuring something out makes you more confident. So keeping your mind on what's solving the problem and working towards something and keeping to it, that's going to give you confidence.